sponsored by those fine folks. Down here at the I'll say 6:15. It's a little past 6 o'clock position is.
Starting FruitDealer.
Start tail FruitDealer. Very strong Zerg, but not one of the strongest. And he's playing against his former teammate.
TSL JYP.
TSL JYP. Of course, FruitDealer used to be on TSL.
Yeah, of course.
Wow, that's got to be printed out. Okay, for a second I was like, that's a really good drawing, but I think that must be printed. Anyway, this is the map Terminus, by the way.
Yes, of course.
And
Forge
again,
Fast Expand.
For those of you that haven't been watching too much this week, Terminus is a little bit different for this season. There's rocks that you have to destroy to properly place your hatchery or nexus at the 3rd instead of rocks leading down to the 3rd. So it's a little bit easier to hold those 3 bases, but you can't just take your 3rd for free anymore because you have to have units to break down those rocks.
And also, the choke point is narrower.
Yeah.
And that's why we can see JYP put that forge down, do a forge fast expand, wall off at the choke point rather than walling off with the nexus as you would have seen ordinarily on Terminus with the forge fast expand. So FruitDealer going pool first. And this is partially due to, of course, the fact that he saw the probe and he was like, well, I guess I just can't make my hatchery now. And JYP actually committed to making a pylon. Didn't cancel either, so he's going to leave that pylon for FruitDealer to deal with that natural. Can't take a fast hatchery even after going pool first, but it's okay. He's already gotten his extractor. He's just even going to leave that pylon alone with the drone. JYP has started his nexus. He's starting his first cannon now as well.
Yeah, he had to go. He went cannon first. I guess, did he just not scout soon enough, I guess, to see?
No, he saw everything that was going on. He's got a pylon there and everything, but he wanted to go forge first because it's much safer to do that on this map, so you can form a wall up with it.
True.
That pylon, of course, is eventually going to go down, but he wants to get the probe.
Yeah, he doesn't want the probe to go in there.
Roach Warren going down, and since he was able to chase the probe out, there's no way for JYP to actually know what's going on. He even sees the drone engaging this, so he's going to think, oh, okay, it's going to be a normal follow-up. The hatchery's going to go down, but still, even if the hatchery goes down, this Roach aggression is going to catch him a little bit off guard. He only has one cannon.
And that's why the hatchery went down. Oh no, he can't let the probe in his base. Oh, that was close. What he's going to do is kill the probe. Oh no! The queen saves the day. And now he might think that queen is the second queen going down to the natural. Is he going to let it finish, or is he going to cancel the hatchery in order to make more roaches? Looks like he doesn't really have the gas for a lot more roaches anyway, so he's just going to keep the hatchery. But yeah, JYP's not expecting this many roaches to come out. 5 roaches on the way right now.
Yeah, and with only one cannon, even though it's really well placed, those roaches can target down that cannon very quickly. He's making a zealot right now. His cybernetics core is just now starting. And if you don't have a core when roaches hit your base, it's always extremely difficult to hold when your first cannon goes down. You can't micro probes against roaches.
You can't. Yeah, this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the last game, how it's kind of, you know, a little bit greedy to go off just one cannon for your defense just in case they do get roaches. And oh, he's still hiding the roaches. Oh, he's going after... Oh, the roaches are going to sneak out the front door while the probe is down in the 3rd, hiding from the lings. He has no idea this is coming whatsoever. He needs to put down 3 cannons like
he's gonna
5
see
minutes ago. Oh, now he
zealot.
sees it.
And he's going to immediately want to make some cannons. Probably make 2 additional cannons here. And he's sending his probe over. He's going to make 1 more cannon. Second cannon goes up.
He needs at least 2 more.
And he's actually making a sentry as well here. He wants to chrono boost that out, but the roaches are upon him. Here they come, targeting down the cannon. I don't know if JYP is going to be able to hold this. In fact, that's an Artosis pylon as well. So if he can actually get into range of that pylon, he'll be able to stop all these cannons, but I don't think he will. The gateway is getting low, though. The probes are going to block the pylon, and it looks like the cannons will finish.
Oh,
is he going to get the pylon? No, gets away.
There's another pylon warping in behind it, so it's not as crucial if you were to get that pylon, although it would unpower all 3 of the cannons for a short time. But he's going to get the forge, he got the gateway, the core is probably going to go down, and is he going to get...
Yeah, he's going to be able to get the core.
He's going to probably get the core before Warp Gate Research even finishes.
This is not looking good for JYP. He is making a Stargate. back in his main, so he was able to make that before the core goes down.
Yeah, he's going to lose Warp Gate.
But look how many cannons he's been forced to make. That's a lot of resources lost. And FruitDealer is actually following this up with Banelings. I'm not actually sure if I agree with that choice.
That's interesting. He, you know, at this point I would expect him to say, all right, there's too many cannons. I'm going to now drone up because there's no way he's moving out of his base for like 10 minutes. I'm going to get a third and drone up. It'll be cool. But he's actually going to just try and bust this. I don't know if that's the best idea against that many cannons, and Void Ray's about to come out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to work out. FruitDealer actually maybe digging himself a hole here after he got himself such an advantage. He wants to poke at these gateways some more with his Roaches, get the Zealot maybe, but he's actually just going to go for the attack now, but his Roaches are blocking the Banelings, and this actually is one of the saddest things I've ever watched ever in StarCraft.
All the Banelings do get in, though, and they take out a couple buildings really quick. He's going to just kite by.
But the Void Ray is out, and he's going to unpower. No, he actually doesn't even unpower cancel that because he didn't kill the first pylon. And this was actually the saddest attack I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know what else to tell you guys. That was actually the silliest thing I've ever watched. I'm like, is this really happening right now? Really?
Let me explain to you what just happened. FruitDealer just got a huge advantage and then decided to throw it away. He was like walking down the street, and he like tripped over something. He looked down and there was like an advantage there, and he picked it up. He looked at it and he's like, I don't need this, and he just like threw it in the recycling bin and kept on going on his merry way to Code A next season.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen, man, because right now JYP has such an advantage. He's actually killing these Overlords that FruitDealer misrallied. He had his Roaches rallied over there, and he can actually just ignore that Queen and target down the third Overlord if he wants to. FruitDealer having to make some extra Overlords. Right now the worker count is 36 probes to 34 drones. He's added additional gateways. He's actually doesn't have Warp Gate research. That's one thing that's really hurting JYP right now, but he's got such an advantage. He's actually already taken down the rocks with his Void Ray, which is so smart, and he's actually going to be able to take a super fast third base before FruitDealer can even get his on.
Yeah, you know what actually he did? He didn't just throw away his advantage. He like walked down the street, he found it, he was going to throw it away, but he looked over and there was this homeless guy who was begging for change. He's like, my name is JYP, do you have anything to spare? And he's like, here, I just found this advantage, you take it.
And look at this, just continuing to harass these Overlords, even using a Phoenix here. And there's no response from FruitDealer because his Queens are out spreading a ton of creep. And he's actually going to lose this Overlord. And the Phoenix will escape immediately afterwards. Oh, nice transfuse.
Oh, clutch.
Yeah, those Queens are actually...
like, I'm going to get this Overlord. Yeah, last hit. Oh, that was disappointing.
The Queens actually did do a good job spraying this creep. They're actually continuing to do so right now, and this is a really good choice by FruitDealer. He knows now he's really behind. He needs to spread that creep way out because he knows a timing attack is probably soon to be upon him. +1 has just finished for JYP. His Warp Gate research is getting closer. He's getting Blink. He's actually gone up to 6 gateways. Looks like he's going to try to hit a 6-gate Blink timing attack. And FruitDealer, it's not going to be easy for him to hold this. His lair is just now finishing up. Zergling speed has just started. 12 minutes into the game, so this is not going to be easy. Now that these Void Rays are out, it's not going to be easy for him to spread creep any further either. And he's actually going to have to leave, though, because these Queens are not going to allow Void Rays trespassers. He actually did a ton of damage to that one Void Ray.
Yeah, Queens on mass are actually pretty good.
Blink is getting closer to being finished here as the third base goes up for JYP. It's going to take a little bit longer, though, with the new patch.
It is smart of FruitDealer to just go through some Queens to deal with the anti-air. Oh, but he might get caught. Oh, he does get caught. And they're trying to transfuse each other, but it's just not going to be enough. Well, I was trying to say that it was smart to go for Queens for anti-air because then he doesn't have to get gas. He can focus on his economy, but hold that thought. Here's that timing attack. JYP pushing him with a ton of units. Yeah,
and ordinarily Blink would be done at this time, but with the patch, it's not quite done.
Those slow Zerglings are the most pathetic thing I've seen all day.
Yeah, and look at those force fields. No drones can help out. There's a lot of Zerglings here, though. Even though they're slow, they're doing a decent amount of damage, but with more reinforcements coming in for JYP, how much longer is FruitDealer really going to be able to hold this?
Yeah, there are a ton of Zerglings there, but
so much
with good force fields, it might not do enough good.
There's so much more energy left on those sentries. It can do a lot more force fields. More Zealots warping in
there we
as well.
go. That's the nail in the coffin right there, those extra Zealots to deal with those Zerglings.
Remember, JYP has a third base up already as well, whereas FruitDealer has not even started a third base. Queen might do some lifting. Nice force field on the ramp. Here come a ton of Banelings, but with good force fields here, and the Blink Stalkers get away. FruitDealer looking like he is in a tough spot. The Baneling's trying to survive here. He's not exactly sure how to engage this. There's too many force fields. And the Baneling's hitting a few Stalkers, but that's not really what he wants them to hit. And it looks like this is going to be hit for FruitDealer.
The Stalkers and Sentries picking off the Banelings from over the force field so they cannot engage. It was a good try. He could have theoretically take out the Sentries with some good Baneling hits, and that could have theoretically turned things around with a lot of Zerglings coming to reinforce, but it's just going to be too late. Force field on the ramp means that FruitDealer is going to lose that second base.
There's just too many Zealots left here. He did too much damage to his Banelings before they could get out. And now it's 105 supply to 34, about to be 3 base to 1 base. With Blink, he's got +1. No upgrades for FruitDealer. Actually, I take it back. He has 1/1 upgrades. He was able to sneak those out. Even got him past Wolf. Wolf didn't even notice, man.
I don't know how he snuck in upgrades in this match. But,
yeah, I have no idea how he got those out. Even as a Spire, I mean, he made a Spire. I knew about that, but I was like, well, there's no way he's going to be able to use this. That one Stalker wants to take all the hits.
Yeah.
He actually could have done that. Yeah, there he goes, doing it. Smart move.
And he's going to try and go for the Zealots.
And JYP actually held position those Zealots.
What's that?
He had those Zealots on hold position.
Yeah.
Tried to keep them away, but FruitDealer was like, I'm getting your Zealots, and then I'm going to leave the game. Then he left.
Yep. Well, I mean, sometimes it's a little bit. It feels a little bit good to get that final victory, you know, with my last breath I stab at thee kind of thing. I'm going to take out your Zealots and then leave, even though I've clearly been defeated.
FruitDealer is laughing. JYP, obviously, their former teammates. They're clearly friends here. I can't stress enough how horrible that attack was. He was like, all right, so you made how many cannons? Maybe 5, maybe 6. So I'm going to go for a Baneling aggression. And what I'm going to do with my Banelings is actually put them behind my Roaches. And then and then as I'm attacking, as I realize that my Banelings are behind my Roaches, I'm going to continue to stutter step my Roaches into cannons so that the Banelings can't actually hit the cannons. Then once my Roaches are mostly dead, I'm going to send them around. I'm not going to go for the probes. I'm actually just going to start attacking cannons with my low hit points Roaches. And then like with his last Roach, he was like, oh wait, I can't do this. I can't kill these cannons. So he sends his like 20 hit point Roach away and then like 4 probes surround it and kill it. And he's like, oh man, I actually don't think I've done this the best way possible. I could have done this. Maybe. I'm not so sure.
You know, he didn't follow the golden rule of Tastosis. When you're ahead, get more ahead.
Yeah.
If you attack when you're ahead, they have a chance to defend and even things up again. Or, you know, if he had just sent half of his Roaches back home, killed the rocks, taken a 3rd and a 4th, what is JYP going to do about it? Absolutely nothing.
He's got Stargates out, but
he didn't even have a gateway at that time.
He's got Stargates out, but like, you know, you've already got the extra Queen production.
Yeah.
Or alternately, just attack with your Banelings in front of your Roaches and kill the cannons.
He could have also just coordinated
the
attack better. I still don't know if that would have won the game. The Banelings did kill a few of the cannons. He lost 3 or 4 Roaches before that. Yeah, and so he didn't need to. I don't know. Well, it could. I mean, the Void Ray popped out then also, so it could have also done more damage, but still failed. Is what I'm saying. Anyway,
his follow-up was a little bit weird. He got a Spire.
He got Spire upgrades and 5 Queens, and
he got a Spire after he saw Stargate, which was a little bit weird. But I understand his idea with the Spire. He's like, well, I'm really behind now. Maybe if I can just outplay him with mutas and keep him in his base, I can catch up somehow. But just was not to be. JYP was too smart. His old ID was smart, in fact. That's how smart he is.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so JYP is going to advance. We're going to have a Protoss in the up and down matches. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. Do not go anywhere. Come back in 5 minutes for some more StarCraft action.